Hey friends, Clayton Phillips here again from Woody's RV World in LEDUC, Alberta, Canada. And I'm gonna shoot a fly-through video on the all-new redesigned Grand Design Reflection 295 RL. There's one of our most favorite customers, Solitude customers, coming in, getting some work done on his Solitude. How's it going?
Good, you?
I'm very well.
Another happy camper.
Oh, there you go. 295 RL Reflection 150 series. So what makes this particular trailer exciting is it gives you a bigger fifth wheel livability on the inside with the opposing slide outs, the walk around island, but this is half-ton towable. Okay, now when I say half-ton towable, folks, that doesn't mean any half-ton. You have to know your specifications on your truck. Not every half-ton can pull this trailer, so when you're dealing with a half-ton towable fifth wheel, there's a lot of trucks in the industry today that can pull well over 10,000 pounds. They got enough jam to pull, lots of weight. The issue is the payload capacity. Payload capacity is everything on a half-ton towable fifth wheel. And what I mean by payload capacity is hitch weight. Hitch weight goes into the payload on your truck. Payload is the weight, the amount of weight you're able to put in the box of your truck, pushing down. People, hitch, cargo you want to put in the box of your truck, the hitch weight of the trailer, any cargo that goes in the trailer as well. We're going to get into some of those specifications, but this particular trailer, this fifth wheel, has a 1,391 pound hitch weight. 1,391 pound hitch weight. So that's the weight that goes in the box of the truck. Okay, now when you're dealing with half-ton towable, any weight you put in the trailer typically transfers, any cargo typically transfers anywhere between 10 to 20% of the cargo you put in of that weight onto the hitch of the trailer. So if you put 100 pounds of water, of cargo, and your lawn chairs, patio mats, those sorts of things, if you put 100 pounds of that in, 10 to 20 pounds will go on the hitch. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right. Now, one of the things with the 150 series Reflection that you get is the turning point trailer kingpin. And what's really nice about this is Grand Design has put this kingpin on, and this will allow you to save yourself a bunch of money, not necessarily having to go to a slider style fifth wheel hitch or a power glide hitch. There are some hitches in the industry that literally cradle back as you're turning, driving down let's say the highway, you're making your turns. The fifth wheel hitch will literally cradle back. They're extremely heavy and they're extremely costly. So what Grand Design has done, allowing you to go to a lighter duty fifth wheel hitch, maybe not a slider hitch. Non-slide hitches are a little bit lighter weight, allowing you to save some payload capacity. But with this turning point hitch, what it does is instead of the turning point happening at the typical kingpin on your fifth wheel, what you can do is there's a wedge, and this wedge is right there. It's bolted on. We pull out these two bolts. We bolt this piece up behind the kingpin, and what that does is it locks in the turning point here, so it will not pivot here. We then pull out a couple of bolts back here, one there and one there, and literally what that does is it will activate the turning point to be 22 inches back from the front of where it typically pivots. And so what that's going to do is a lot of half-ton trucks today, folks, have short boxes. So that's like a 5.5 foot box, not your typical old school short box. It's about 6.5 foot in length. On the short boxes, 5.5 feet is going to help you increase your turning radius. And why you want to have more turning radius is because on those short boxes, if you didn't, what could happen is the edge of your front cap on your fifth wheel could hit the cab of your truck when you jackknife and turn. So very important when you're looking at half-ton towable fifth wheels, especially with the short boxes. Grand Design is giving you that turning point hitch to give you that turning radius, saving you money, saving you payload capacity. Okay, the other thing that Grand Design does on their half-ton towable fifth wheels, folks, no slides up front. Okay, they use a very much the same bedroom bathroom combination up front. They've engineered and designed these trailers to limit the amount of hitch weight you have on the back of your truck. And one of the things that they did was eliminate the wardrobe slide. And we'll show you up front. One thing that's nice about a wardrobe slide is you get added storage. But Grand Design was smart. The way they've configured their bedroom and bathroom is they've still given you a beautiful wardrobe, lots of extra drawers, still giving you that residential style feel with the nightstands and those sorts of things. So again, Reflection 150 series, designed to be pulled by the right half ton. Grand Design's doing all the right things. They've done their research and come out with a product that's been just absolutely amazing. So 2020.5 is what I'm going to call this. This has got a full redesign on the exterior, a full redesign on the interior, and Grand Design has really updated some of the feature content that you get with the 150 series. One of the major benefits now going forward with the 150 series, folks, is you get auto leveling. So this has the 4-point auto leveling system on it. The original 150 series that came before this did not have auto level. They had the rear scissor jacks on them just to help save weight. Again, they've designed the trailer to save the weight, but you still get that auto level, which is really, really nice. The other thing, fully painted front caps now. Before it was just one color. Now they've integrated the black coming down the front cap, a few more graphics. It looks, the front end, just like a full-blown Reflection, and so they're keeping that consistency throughout the line in all of the Reflection fifth wheels and travel trailers, which is, in my opinion, pretty cool. So again, Grand Design structure caps on the front end. I've spent a lot of time on the half-ton towable side of things and whatnot, and so I'm going to breeze through, maybe overlook some of the things that, you know, make a Grand Design trailer special, just to help keep the video a little shorter. But watch some of the other videos. We go into detail on that as well. But again, full pass-through storage. One of the updates they did for the 150 series, they went with the regular slam latch doors with metal latch. It's a thicker, more insulated door. They used to do the thinner baggage doors with the little twist cam locks, so they've done that update as well. This particular model, folks, this is a sold trailer. We just sold it. We've added a big package onto it. It has a inverter package, a solar package on it. So the 150 series, what you're looking at, does not come with those from the manufacturer. That's an add-on after the fact. So just be aware of that when you're watching this video. Okay, there's the auto level control box there that will operate your auto leveling system. Grand Design, known for their pass-through storage compartments. You still get the Nautilus P1 utility panel with the color-coded water management on it. You can backfill your fresh water tank out of a bucket of water if you're getting low on water. Winterize your system here. You can bypass your hot water heater without having to pull off the back of the hot water heater from inside the trailer and hunt around for the valves. It's all done through the Nautilus P1 system. You can turn your water pump on here, activate and connect to your outside shower. All your gate valves to drain your tanks are all up inside the heated area where it's protected. All of those things. So Grand Design, they're not holding back on the 150 series. We find with some manufacturers, folks, as you get down into the half-ton towable stuff, they really cheapen out the build and they take away some of the feature content to get the price down. Grand Design, the construction and the build that goes into this trailer is no different than any other regular Reflection, which is an amazing thing. They're not sacrificing quality and build to get weight down, which is what Grand Design didn't want to do. They didn't want to take things out to get it lighter weight. So again, known for their pass-through storage compartments, no carpet on the deck, vinyl decking, easy cleanup. It's a fully heated compartment as well. All aluminum tubing, fully welded, more aluminum tubes, better welding, thicker gauge. They're just really going the extra step. You still get the 17.8 gallon quick recovery per hour hot water heater. You still get the 35,000 BTU furnace. You still get the detachable 50 amp service and power cord that you do with the regular Reflection. Again, fully enclosed, heated underbelly, R30 insulation, just like a regular Reflection. You'll see how Grand Design spray foams around all the openings, just really going the extra mile, the extra step. They did add the docking light here for at night if you need to drain your tanks and hook up. You can definitely do that. One of the things that we added, the customer, as per their request, we put the mouse-free formula on the bottom side of this trailer. It's a product that we offer our customers through our business office, and you basically spray it under the perimeter of the trailer. We do that. There is a cost to it, of course, but if you want to help prevent the critters and mice and those sorts of things from getting into your trailer, this is just an absolutely amazing product that has had tremendous results, and this particular customer decided to add that on, and you can definitely see that on the base of the trailer here. So again, one of the major things that Grand Design did differently this year with their underbelly is they added, so you've got two ways that your tanks are heated off this product now. One, the original way, ducted heat forced down into that cavity where your holding tanks are, with a dedicated heat duct going to each tank. The other thing that Grand Design did is they added 12-volt thermostatically controlled heat blankets. So when you have that heat blanket turned on and it gets to a certain temperature up inside, those heat blankets turn off, which is a beautiful thing. So if you're traveling from point A to point B and you don't necessarily want to run your furnace to keep your tanks warm, you can definitely have those heat blankets rolling, okay? At the back of the trailer, of course, 3,000-pound hitch with flat 4 wiring if you want to pull a fishing boat behind, if you want to, you know, pull a flat deck with a quad on it, all those sorts of things, you can definitely do that. Again, this particular trailer, 34 feet 8 inches in length, so it's a really nice size, giving you, you know, not too crazy, not over 35 feet, but not too small, so you still get some really nice livability on the interior. The other thing, folks, Grand Design, ladders on the backs of all of their trailers. You can walk up and down the roof to do some service work, do some roof sealant touch-ups, and we're going to jump up on the roof here shortly, and I'm going to show you some key elements of what Grand Design does on the roofs, because the roof is one of the most important parts of a trailer. On this particular model, again, opposing slide outs in the living area, but you've got dual awnings on this trailer. So your front awning is 13 feet 6 inches in length, and then you've got another awning there that is 10 feet 6 inches in length. So you've got unbelievable outdoor patio. These awnings are fully adjustable, so you can actually put a tilt to the roller tube. So if it's starting to rain or drizzle, you can divert the water to come off, you know, either side of the awning, whatever way you want it to go. If the sun is starting to come down a little bit and, you know, you just want more shade coverage, you can pull down on either arm, and I'll show you how to do that here shortly, just to give you more shade coverage. The other thing, depending on where you're camping, sometimes campgrounds have trees in odd areas, and one awning might not be able to go out fully or at all, and so you've got a backup awning to maybe work between a couple of trees or whatever. So by having the dual awnings, just gives you a lot of flexibility with your campsite. And you know, we want to have a covered patio space. The nice thing about this awning is it sits a little lower, so you actually get really good shade, and with this out, we'll actually keep the inside of your trailer a little cooler by blocking out these great big windows. But if you want to put a tilt to your roller tube on this Solera awning by Lippert, you just literally grab up, pull down on this arm here, and that's going to put a tilt to your roller tube, and a pretty good tilt at that. Right? If you're a smaller person, you just reach up and pull down. There's no more pulling arms, tightening knobs, pushing buttons, grabbing stools and ladders. It's just so much nicer with this Solera awning. They've really made it really, really easy for you. So one of the Grand Design DNA items, they try to give you as many windows on the entry side of the trailer as possible, because they surveyed RV owners, and RV owners want to have looking into your camp space, not necessarily your neighbors. So that's one of the things you can get with this particular floor plan. The other thing, you have the Dexter towing system on this, or running gear. So you've got a Dexter axle, 5-year warranty, never adjust brakes, easy lube hubs, you've got those, so you can literally do a full wheel bearing repack right in your own driveway. There's just a center cap there. Get my finger in the right spot right there. Pull that off. You can shoot grease into your wheel hub, and it basically cycles the new grease in as it's forcing the old grease out around the end of your grease gun, and you can save yourself hundreds of dollars. Nitrogen tire. They come nitrogen filled, which is cool. They're going to run a lot cooler, which is nice. The alloy wheels, so they're really putting on the best possible system for towability and serviceability as well. It comes with a great warranty, and that tire comes with a 5-year warranty as well. Triple entry step, lend a hand grab handle, easy access. We're going to shoot up here in your pass-through storage compartment again, so lots and lots of space. There's that, that's a 3,000 watt pure sine wave inverter by Go Power. Unbelievable system. I just tested it. That literally turned on the air conditioner by itself with a good set of batteries up front. This customer went with Trojans, 4 Trojan 6 volts, 3,000 watt Go Power inverter, and 250 watt solar panels up on the roof that you'll see shortly here. So, and the way we wire them up is it bypasses the disconnect switch, so you can kill the power to your disconnect, or turn off your battery disconnect, so you do not have a draw on your batteries, but you still have that charge going in between camping trips. So again, wider entrance doors. This has the outdoor speakers, integrated LED light at the base of the fabric. So lots of things going on with this Grand Design Reflection 295 RL half-ton towable fifth wheel. I'm going to jump up on the roof, and spend a little bit of time up top for you and show you how we walk on tops of these slide boxes. All right, just a sec. All right, friends, we're up on the roof of this 295 RL Grand Design walk-on roofs on all of their RVs. I'll try not to back myself off the back of this trailer. Full walk-on roofs. Grand Design, they want you to be able to service your roof, folks. They want you to be able to climb up on your roof, sweep off the tops of your slide outs before you bring your slide outs in. You know, sometimes you can get leaves and little branches falling on tops of your slide outs. When you bring your slide out in, you don't want that, you know, piling into your slide seals, okay? So Grand Design, every RV they build, full walk-on slide boxes and walk-on roofs. I'm gonna jump down onto this slide box right now. I'm walking on this, folks. This is solid, okay? Snow load. In Canada, we get heavy weights of snow up on the roofs of our trailers, especially when they start to melt in the springtime. So if you're doing any type of winter camping, you wanna have a solid roof. You wanna have a solid platform to be able to take that weight. Grand Design uses a 16-inch on center wood truss. Why wood? Thermal barrier, higher tensile strength, screw retention. Some of the products in the industry use a aluminum truss. If it's an arched aluminum tube, you cannot stuff that with a wood dowel. So when you put a steel screw through a wood deck into a hollow aluminum tube, over time we've seen it where those screw heads start backing out or pulling out of that aluminum tube because steel is softer than aluminum, and literally that can literally poke a hole through the membrane on your roof, causing moisture intrusion. On the roof of your slide out, the panel that they use is a fully insulated, aluminum framed, bead welded, laminated panel, just like your sidewall. That's why I can walk on the top of that slide out, folks. It will take the weight. I'm almost 200 pounds and I'm walking down freely and bouncing around, and the Grand Design slide, and this is your main slide. There is no center supports on the inside of that slide out. It is wide open, okay? Very, very strong. Any aluminum tube in a Grand Design trailer that has a screw going into it is stuffed with a wood dowel. Okay, and that's very important because you need to support steel screws in aluminum tubes, because if you don't, you can start to develop issues and squeaks and rattles and leaks and all of those things over time. Okay, now as you've probably seen here, you've got 250 watt Samilux solar panels. Grand Design is now pre-wiring solar wiring right to the roof on their trailer. So the install went exceptionally well on this particular trailer. And again, we've set this up with this customer because he wanted to be fully self-contained to be able to add 4 more panels. So you can add another one here. And then in this section here, you can add 3 more panels, and really boosting the ability to be able to be fully self-contained. And that was one of the really neat things that we can do here at our dealership in LEDUC. We have the ability to set you up the way that you want to go camping and the way that you want to use the trailer, which is really cool. The other thing that Grand Design does, they have their roof, R40 insulation through your roof and down your front cap. So you actually have a attic vent right here and an attic vent behind the air conditioner. And what the attic vent does is it allows your roof to breathe. If you're in an area where it's super hot out, the Okanagan, Lower Ontario, you're heading down south of the border, even in Alberta in the summer times, it can get pretty hot up here on the roof. Why they build the roof they do? One, to help get rid of that heat, to help get rid of the moisture and the colder temperatures as well, because propane heat has moisture in it and it rises, and you want that moisture to escape, okay? So Grand Design is really putting the absolute best roof they possibly can on an RV, you know, to maximize your livability on the inside and for it to stand the test of time, which is really nice. The other thing, the decking they use is TPO. TPO comes in different kinds of different grades. Grand Design uses the Alpha Superflex TPO membrane. It's flexible. It allows the transition points where the upper, you know, the rise on the fifth wheel roof, where it flattens out to the top and then tapers off towards the front. It's more flexible. And why you want that is so that it lays flat and stays flat, okay? The other thing is where it transitions from one side, from the ceiling down over top of the sidewall, you want it to lay flat, because if it doesn't, then, you know, you could potentially, as you're pulling it down the highway, you start, if you've ever seen a fifth wheel going on the highway with the rubber roof and a big bubble in the air as it's going down the highway, you want this membrane to sit flat. It's fully glued down, and Grand Design's doing it right. And also the tops of the slide out has the TPO membrane as well. So lots of things going on with the Grand Design roof. They layer that Dicor self-leveling sealant on super thick, and again, it's the same roof through all of their products, whether you're buying a Transcend all the way up to a $120,000, $140,000 Solitude with full body paint. They're doing the same things. That golden thread of consistency with a Grand Design, very, very important. So we're gonna jump down and head inside. Just one moment. So a couple things, folks, before we jump inside. Again, I talk on all the videos, Grand Design's lamination, first manufacturer to come out with a 3-year structural warranty. They built the product to support their warranty. Some of the manufacturers today have come out with a 3-year structural warranty to follow and compete with Grand Design. The difference in a lot of cases is they didn't change how they manufactured their product, okay? They just raised the price of their trailers to accommodate the influx of warranty concerns. Grand Design built the product to support the warranty, which is very important. No butyl tape on a Grand Design trailer. You're not going to have to worry about a weak spot. The Mylar tape seal that they use underneath all of the corner edges and those sorts of things does not have a shelf life like a butyl tape. Silicone cap seal they use. Grand Design's doing all the right things. It's a fully laminated trailer. So what I mean by that, every vertical wall panel, slide end walls, main walls, exterior walls, all laminated. Best way to build a trailer. Also, the outside wall of this slide out here was laminated within the main wall, so it's perfect consistency with the block foam insulation, the aluminum tubing. Everything fits square and nice and tight. Okay, we're gonna jump up inside this 295 RL 150 series half-ton towable fifth wheel. They built this off of their #1 selling layout floor plan, the 303 RLS. Lots of consistency. One thing I'll throw out there, I'm going to deviate from this floor plan for a second. If you don't have the payload capacity to haul this particular model, don't fret. You can get this layout in a travel trailer in an Imagine. It's called a 2970 RL, and we've had a lot of customers that come in to view this specific floor plan because they love the island, the hutch, the storage, the livability, the windows, all of the things, but just not enough payload to take the hitch weight. They build this exact layout in a 2970 RL Imagine, which gets the hitch weight down under like 800 pounds. So perfect for if you got a lighter duty payload capacity, we can get it done in a travel trailer for you. So again, 295 RL, opposing slides, you get the walk around island in it. They do the thermal foil countertops in this, so this is a one-piece countertop. It's a sealed countertop. They put this in versus the solid surface that you find in a regular reflection, just to help keep the weight down. Now it's got a really nice high-end shine look to it. This is a new color for them this year. It's a lighter interior color, which is nice. You still get that single basin sink with pull-down faucet. Grand Design toyed with the idea of going with a split sink, but one of the things they wanted to give you the ability to do was to be able to hide dinner plates or hide a frying pan without having to do the dishes right away. The split sink didn't allow them to do that. If you want to save water and not fill up this basin, because you will use more water just using it as a single basin, just get a Rubbermaid container. We have lots of customers doing that just for the small loads that you may want to do. Plus you get the under counter mount sink as well, so if you spill something here on the countertop, you just wipe it in and away you go. The sink doesn't sit on top of the counter where you're hitting that edge, and then it's a perfect spot to hold your cutting board / sink cover. So lots of drawers with the Grand Design, folks, that they do. They're not holding back. That's where some manufacturers will pull out the drawers to save some money. Again, the hutch, you put your Keurig coffee maker in the middle. You can do your toaster. You've got a bar area up top. Lots of drawers, nice deep drawers. So a lot of people absolutely love the hutch that you get in this particular model. Okay. Shaker style cabinet door is part of the new redesign. This is the new Pebble interior. Grand Design, the shaker style cabinet door gives you that flat panel, very contemporary modern look. Okay. Now, one of the things I'll point out, Not all cabinetry is built the same. Okay, and this is where some manufacturers will go to a flat panel door to save a bunch of money. This is actually not a true flat panel door, although it looks like it. Grand Design, when they came out, they wanted to come out with a more modern, contemporary look because that's what people want nowadays. That's what they're looking for. They listen to their customers. But they didn't want to sacrifice the quality and ruggedness that you get with a raised panel door. The issue with raised panel doors is they're kind of, old school looking. So what Grand Design thought was, you know what? Let's do a reversed raised panel. So this actually raises out as opposed to being just flat. The flat panel doors feel really cheap, and I encourage you to open and close cupboard doors. If it feels tingy or pinny or, when you close it, it kind of has a snappy feel to it. That's just a cheap flat panel door, and they do come apart sometimes. Grand Design, they did the raised panel here, so you still get that nice thick baggage door, giving you that really solid feel, residential feel. Also on these doors, it's a mortise and tenon joint. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a finger groove right there. It's not a picture frame cut. So very, very residential cabinet door. It's an expensive cabinet door, but again, Grand Design, they're building these trailers to stand the test of time. You're investing a lot of money into their products. They want it to last for you. Okay, the other thing that's new for this year is this tile backsplash look. It's basically one panel with the grooves put in, gives you a really nice tile backsplash look. So, and they're doing that also behind the range top as well. So again, stainless steel microwave with this. Instead of just the small microwave, they've gone to a bigger microwave. Bigger ovens you find with the Grand Design products as well. Furrion, it's got the blue lights. Furrion's done a really good job, coming out with some edgier appliances, which is nice. You've got the fireplace 5,000 BTU heater with the inverter that the customer added on this trailer. You can run that fireplace right off of your batteries if you want. LED TV, you've got your stereo up and behind your storage here, connected to your outside speakers. Tri-fold couch that will flip out into a bed. I'm going to talk on one of the things that they do in this product. They use a laminated floor in the 150 series. To help, super strong floor, very lightweight. But Grand Design, since their inception, they don't do heat registers on their main floors. Okay, you get a stronger floor that way. Less chance of dirt and debris going into your heat ducts because they're not on the floor. Dog hair, all of those things. There's lots of disadvantages. It's kind of an old school way of building by doing the heat ducts in the floor. It's cheaper to build a trailer that way. Grand Design actually ports all of their heat ducts up through the base of their island. If you see that heat duct, it blows the heat across the floor. The nice thing about that is if you are traveling down the highway and you want to run your furnace going down the highway en route to your camp space, so you have a nice warm trailer when you get there, which you can do, you don't have a slide out covering a heat duct. The other thing, a lot of trailers, they do heat ducts and they put them right in front of your couch or sofa. Well, when you have your tri-fold sofa flipped out into a bed and you want to run your furnace at night, guess where that heat is billowing up underneath your couch? Like your guests, if you don't like them, man, turn that furnace on full blast because you are going to cook them out of your trailer. With this particular product, you don't have to worry about your grandchildren are going to be a whole lot more comfortable without that heat billowing up. The trailer will be plenty warm for them without that heat billowing up underneath the trailer. Okay, there's also storage underneath that tri-fold couch as well. The MCD roller shades are a nice new feature. They're doing that across the board. They used to do just the MCD roller shades and the regular reflection. Now they're going throughout the line with the MCD roller shades, which is nice. Great big windows. That's another thing with Grand Design. Two things, they're not afraid to invest the money in things where other manufacturers will pull back. Secondly, they have the structure in the sidewall to support a big window. Every single window opening, if you were to take that window out, is framed in with aluminum. Okay, so that clamp ring window bites down onto something solid versus just fiberglass foam and Luan panel, and that's where moisture intrusion can happen. You want to have a solidly built framed in window opening to help mitigate the potential moisture intrusion that you would get without it. Okay, again, theater seating. I'm going to show you something really cool with this inverter because this is an aftermarket thing that the customer wanted. I just turn it on, instantaneous. Hear that beep? That's the microwave. That's how quick the power turned on with that 3,000 watt Go Power inverter. the theater seating only runs off of 110, and so you need to be plugged in for it to work. But you've got heat, massage, also the blue lighting. I'm just going to turn that on. So we're running off the batteries with that, which is really neat. But you got those nice blue lights, fully reclines out, beautiful. Your most comfortable seating position is directly across from your television, so it makes watching movies on those rainy days a whole lot nicer. The other thing that's really new for this year is the dinette. This is the standard freestanding. The freestanding dinette is not standard, or is it standard? I can't recall, but this is what your freestanding dinette looks like, okay? They've gone to the bench seat with a removable ottoman. So that ottoman right there, you can take that out, okay? There's a ton of flexibility with this dinette versus just a regular table with 4 chairs, okay? There's storage underneath this ottoman, which is really slick. Oh, we'll flip it this way. So you get storage under here if you want to do bedding or pots and pans or what have you. You have a drawer here with this, which the original table had as well. You've got storage underneath these cushions. But what's neat about this dinette is if you want to have a place to rest your feet, if you want to open up your seating, if it's just, you know, 2 of you going out camping and you don't need the bench seat, this backrest lifts off. You can take it, hide it underneath your bed up front. You can take your ottoman. It's a piece of furniture. It's got beautiful feet on it. It looks great. You can put that on the floor right here in front of your sofa, and then take your other chair and spin this around. And so it really opens up the flexibility for your dinette. I absolutely love this dinette. We've gotten lots of positive feedback from our customers, and we're going to roll with it, and hopefully you like it too. You do have the option, I will say, to get a booth dinette, a full booth dinette, which will transition down into a bed if that's something that you need to have, that secondary sleeping arrangement for grandkids or guests or what have you. Excuse me. Okay, roof here in your kitchen. Rain sensor, max fan. Automatically closes if it starts to rain. Beautiful. You get that in a half-ton towable fifth wheel. A lot of products in the industry, even upper end trailers, folks, they'll start taking these things out to save cost. You will find that there are a lot of products in the industry, folks, that carry a higher perceived value than what this is in terms of level of coach or luxury. And I'm not going to name names, but this particular trailer, the way it's manufactured and built and put together, is built just like a Solitude, like a Momentum. So in a lot of cases, folks, I would put the construction and build of a half-ton towable Reflection up against any luxury profile fifth wheel. The key to throwing the stone, folks, at that is that, you know, you got to know your product, you got to do your due diligence, and you really got to do your shopping to know the differences. And that's the beautiful thing about Grand Design, is that you can literally get into a trailer that's a lot less money and have it be better built than something more expensive, which is really, really cool. The other thing you'll find, this particular model, folks, when you walk in, if both of these slide outs are fully retracted, you can access the refrigerator, which is really, really nice. That's something that a lot of people are looking for. The other thing, motion sensor lighting when you walk into this trailer. So if it's dark out, if it's nighttime, you want to walk in, if you have the motion sensor set to your motion sensor light right there, that light will automatically turn on, making it a lot easier to, you know, see what you're doing when you first walk into your trailer. If you forget to turn on that motion sense, Grand Design, don't fret, they light the ceiling light switch. Okay, so you just reach up, grab this compartment door, open it up, turn that light on, and away you go. Okay, individual switches for your slide outs, awning switches, tank heaters. Remember, that's a thermostatically controlled 12-volt heat blanket to help heat your tanks, and then furnace heat as well. So heading up from the main living area up top, again, you've got the no carpet steps where you're stepping, of course. Vinyl decking up here so you can rip up here with your shoes on, hit the bathroom. They added the glass sliding doors for this year for the 2020.5, which is really, really nice. The transition point to get in and out of the shower is really nice. It's super low. You're not stepping up into the shower pan. It's basically the shower pan's at the same level as the main floor. So when you're getting out of the shower, less chance of slipping and falling and all of those things. You get some really nice storage here above your toilet. Towel rack, porcelain foot flush toilet, and then a beautiful bathroom vanity area, stainless steel sink, Great vanity. It's not just a mirror screwed to the wall. Pocket door, Grand Design DNA item. You'll find Grand Design puts a pocket door on all of the trailers where you cannot access the bathroom from the bedroom. Okay, so for this particular model, you have to walk out of the bedroom to get into the bathroom. Okay, the issue with a lot of trailers that do a swing door here is that you have to step down onto the stairs in order to open up the doors to come in. So at night, it's actually a safety hazard. Grand Design is thinking of your safety. They put a pocket door here. Okay, so it makes getting in and out of the bathroom so much safer and nicer at night. Okay, if you've got an access that goes from the bedroom beside a wardrobe slide in, they don't do the pocket door because you do have that full access to get into the bathroom from your bedroom. Okay, pocket door up here. Now again, I mentioned no wardrobe slide in this trailer to keep the hitch weight down. This section of wall here, on the other side of that, is your wardrobe, and I'll show you that here in a second. But one of the things you'll find with Grand Design is consistency. They use the same bed and layout in all of their reflection fifth wheels with the north-south bed. The beautiful thing about this is if you're a bit claustrophobic, they open it up. They don't run cabinetry down all the way down where you feel like you're sleeping in a tunnel. Okay, they give you a nightstand on either side of your bed. You have 110 plugs on either side of your bed, USB connection right above, right here. Okay, and then there's a shelf that goes across that, you know, his and her cell phone charging going on. If you sleep with a CPAP machine, you can plug it in. You got a tabletop and a cupboard, you know, right down here that you can set it in. So they're thinking of you with those types of items that you may need to go camping with, okay? The bed, 60 wide by 80 long. That's a residential queen size bed. If you don't like the mattress and you want to get a mattress topper, you can get any residential size mattress topper without, you know, a lot of the products in the industry still have short beds in them, and that mattress topper is built for a residential size bed, and if that mattress topper hangs off, it could be a bit of a pain with your fitted sheets, okay? So you get that residential size bed with the Grand Design, okay? And then over here in the corner, you've got a great big wardrobe and then 3 big deep drawers. And I'm just gonna pop this open for you. Show you. Motion sensor light, I don't know if you saw that turn on, but great big deep wardrobe for hanging all of your personal, you know, effects, shirts, pants, all sorts of things. And then you get nice big drawers, 3 of them. Okay, and that was one of the benefits. The way they engineered and designed this trailer was so that you could get a lighter hitch weight without sacrificing on storage. And I think Grand Design's just done a great job nailing that for their customers. So that pretty much wraps up the 150 series 295 RL half-ton towable fifth wheel. My name's Clayton Phillips. I'm the Canadian RV guy. I'm here at Woody's RV World in Leduc, Alberta, Canada. We'd love for you to come to our dealership, check out our reviews, see what we're doing. We're RV enthusiasts. We want to come alongside you in your RV journey. We understand people are a long ways away, so if you can't make it to Leduc, although we'd love you to, but if you can't make it, and we have one of our other dealerships, we have 5 stores in the province of Alberta. We've got 1 in Saskatoon now, we just acquired this year. 1 we're building out in Abbotsford, BC. We're growing, we're in Western Canada. We're here to take care of you. Give us a shot. Our phone number here at the dealership, 780-986-1234. Our mission is this: to enhance lifestyles by providing leading edge products, supported by a team of professionals committed to exceeding our customers' expectations. That's our mission. We live by it every day. I'm gonna say we're not perfect every single time, but you know what? We do our best, we put our best foot forward. We carry a phenomenal product with Grand Design. The values of their company match our values as a dealership, and that's why we have such an amazing relationship with these guys. So again, come on down to our dealership, give us a shot. We'd love to earn your business and come alongside you in your RV journey. Thanks for your time. Happy camping.